Okay, hey, good morning, everybody. This is Demetrius again from Akeelah Traders, and today is December 12th, and I'm back on our account here. And for this video, I'm going to try to spend some time today into this Akeelah system just running for a good little while today. I just started this video. You can see it's a little before 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And so on this particular account, I mean, we're trading gold, we're trading the Dow Jones or US30, and we're trading NAS 100. And we've kind of been up and down a little bit. When the market opened up today, we were in the negative on this account about maybe $150 or something like that. And so it's kind of floated between negative 150 to plus $200, $300, something like that. And so we've kind of gone back and forth a little bit. I'm going to stretch this up some so we can see several of the trades that we're in. So for NAS 100, we're in a sale, and so our system picked up a sale. And so for let me go through first of all the settings on here that we're using, and so you can kind of get a perspective. And so for this particular account, we are trading a this is approximately $50,000 account. So this is one of our funded challenges that we're doing, and in this particular account here, the goal is to make 10% of the funded amount. So 50,000. Our goal is to get this account to $55,000, and to keep within the constraints of losing no more than 5%. So we cannot have a loss of more than $2,500 in a day, and let's see, I think it's 10% overall. So no more than 5,000 overall. But either way, our goal is to get to trade this account to $5,500. And so the risk settings that we're using, we're trading. Actually, I'm going to go to my settings here. And there's a lot of different settings in our system that we can use and you don't have to use. And so for this particular strategy that we're using for this is a common strategy that we would use to pass this kind of challenge, or if you want to trade within these kind of guidelines. And so for this one, we're running our primary strategies, which are our trend one trade, our trend two, and our swing. And so those are three trend-based strategies, and they're particularly designed just to look for moves in the market when the market initially starts to go in one direction or the other. And so those are the three strategies that we're trading on this particular account. Some of them a little more aggressive settings than others. But right now, I'm looking at the settings that we have on gold because that's one of the trades that we're in. Back here in the background, we're in a sell on gold. And so as far as our risk settings, we are risking on each of these. We're only running one, two, and three. We're only risking 1% of our account. And so 1% of a $50,000 account is $500. And so we're risking $500 per trade. Every time we find an opportunity, our risk there is $500. And so down here a little bit further, our risk max drawdown, the max drawdown that we can have in any day is 5%. And so the system is automatically going to detect that from the time that we start until the time that we finish trading within a day. It's going to make sure that if we get into a loss situation where we've lost several trades in a row, it's going to keep track of that and make sure that we don't lose more than 5% of this account in any day. And actually, I could have a slight buffer on this because it's a kind of a challenge account. I'll put that closer to like 4.5%. And so that'll make sure like things like this, and we're not anywhere close to that. Again, our tolerance is $2,500 within a day. So we're not close to that. But, there's times when the market's going to move up, the market's going to move down, and our system is able to help manage that. And so then down here a little bit further for the trading times for this particular asset for gold, I set the trading times to be what I wanted to trade, the hours that I want to trade gold. I only want to trade gold between 5 a.m. And I think it's 1:30 p.m. And so the corresponding time for MetaTrader, that is noon to 18:30 hours. And so that's pretty much the settings that we're operating on here. And so our system, you can see again, the market is just kind of dancing back and forth. We've been up and down again, so pretty much plus or minus $200-300 is where we've been running right here. But we've got the settings set. We have the assets that we choose to trade, and we're pretty much going to let the system, run within these tolerances here. So again, for gold, you can see we took sales. Let's see, our first time we sold gold was right around 1986. We picked up some more sales in 1980 and 1983. And so the target areas for this is down here. We're looking for gold to push down to this 77, 76 area or whatever. The area where our system sees, hey, there's some support down in this area. So we're going to set our take profit targets down in this range. So for gold, we are in all three of those trades. So a trend one, a trend two, and a swing. And so again, the system is going to monitor this. It's going to kind of look out and say, if there's, something that happens, we're in a sell right now. Our stop losses are in the appropriate places. But, if the market starts to shift back up a little bit, if it push up quickly, we could hit our stop losses. But if not, if the market kind of edges up that way, the system is going to detect that and just get us out of that trade. And so we may take some small losses, but, nonetheless, we would have traded according to our plan. Okay, let's jump over and look at NAS 100 because I can see some things going on NAS. NAS 100, we are in a sell. We're in all sales on NAS 100. And wow, looks like we got initially in a sale here. And then we took some more sales down in this area. So NAS is dancing around. Likewise today, some of these are in the negative. The first few ones already hit profit targets. And so we did get some profits on this initial sale down. And looks like the market just reversed on us pretty big. And so in this case here, we may take some losses here. Yeah, we just hit a stop loss there on NAS. So that took us out a little bit. But still holding these other sales. Looks like there's one other sale that's still holding with the stop loss up here and the take profit down in this area. So we'll see how that pans out. Let's go over and look at US30. US30, we are in a buy on US30. And so I know this particular strategy here on US30 that we're trading, this is one of our kind of a scalping strategy. So it's got very aggressive settings on there, some pretty advanced settings as far as technical indicators, what it's looking for. But if you're a user of our system, it's just a matter of, pushing a button and saying you want to run in that particular mode. And so we'll see. But we picked up these buys on US30. There was news in the market this morning that affected the Dow Jones. News was at 8:30, so that's around this time here. If you see these candles in this area, we spiked up and then pretty much just slammed back down. And now the market is kind of trying to figure out what it wants to do, pretty much. And so that's no big deal. Again, we'll let it do what it does. So let's go in and see here so far for the day, because we did take a few losses just a minute ago. Let's see, where are we for the day on this account? So it looks like we're pretty much around break even right now, $60 or so in the profit. You see we had a few losses, these ones that just closed out on NAS when NAS pushed up on us. We took some losses there. Prior to that, we were already in the green. Had made some profits on US30, on gold, had a few losses there. So today we're floating pretty much break even, but it's early in the day. I mean, this is just 10 o'clock in the morning. So we're at about break even and closed out trades, and we're floating profit of around $300. So we're just going to let this run for a little bit. So probably going to try to stay online to maybe about 10:30. I've got a little bit of time today to kind of watch these things, run, so you can kind of see what's, actual trading day looks like. But the majority of the time, you're able to just let the system run like this without much interaction. If you choose to interact with the system, let's go to something that we're in profit on, like some of these gold trades here. Let's go back and look at gold. Okay, so if we choose to interact here, let me see, let me drag. I've been moving some settings and stuff around, so I haven't done much. Let me go to this one. I've got gold on two different charts. That's where, okay, this is the one I really want to be looking at. So if I open up my dashboard, if I choose to, let me drag it down so I can see everything. If I choose to, I can close out any of these trades. I can take partials on them. If I'm satisfied with the particular, the particular profits, I can do that. So right now we're holding gold sales, buys on US30, and a sell on NAS. Let's see, gold is one of these also that played some pretty big tricks on us this morning. As you can see here, I'm going to point out a couple of other visual indicators that we have built into our trading system. And so our system sees these things, whether they're on your screen or not. We have some separate indicators, that you can install if you choose to see some of these things. But visually here, if you look and see this, again, this is a shorter time frame here, but you kind of see this red zone up here. I'm going to go back a little bit, kind of scroll back and see here. This red zone of resistance of gold was created back here. Looks like this was sometime yesterday. And so we created a resistance zone on gold right around what was 1200 hours. So that's around 5 a.m. yesterday morning. Gold pushed up 5 a.m. Eastern time. Yesterday morning, gold pushed up and created this resistance area right in here. And so I want to show you what's interesting on having some of this ability to see. So some of the things that are built into our system, you can use these to help you in your manual trading. If you just have these visuals on the line, if the Akeelah system is not automatically trading for you, you can use these as some visual indicators. So the point I want to make here is we identified this resistance area here. Yesterday morning, gold pushed all the way down, found some support down in this area, and then kind of, pushed up and back and forth a little bit. But I want to show you what was interesting with the news this morning. And so with the news, most of the times we say that news is just the market's effort to get price to where it's supposed to be. It just happens a lot quicker. And so if you look here, news happened exactly at 8:30. And so I'm going to go back here. We're on the 5-minute time frame. So this is the price of gold at around 8. This is the 8:30 candle right here that pushed it all the way up. And if you see, it's interesting enough, it pushed gold all the way back up right to this resistance area and then pushed back down. So if you were trading this manually, this could have been an opportunity, excuse me, to have a pending sale. You could have said automatically, if and when gold comes to this area, give me a sale, enter me into a sale. And you could have put your stop loss somewhere up here just above this resistance area. So that's a good way. You could have manually traded that. We have one of our trading strategies that's in here is a supply and demand strategy, and it's really looking at these kind of areas here. It's looking at where are some support areas, where are some resistance areas, and it's trying to find opportunities to take trades like that. So you can use that as well. But that would have been a good time to take a manual trade on gold this morning. Most people like to stay away from the news, and I, generally speaking, like to stay away from the news. But again, this is the case where you could have had a pending up here to say if it pushed up to this area, take a sell. If it came down to this area here, take a buy, and you would have done, pretty well on that trade. Okay, so let's jump over back to US30. See what we're doing. Okay, so we are in a buy on US30. And let's just kind of see where we're going with this one. I'm looking on the 15-minute chart, but we're trading this on the 5-minute. And so, again, it looks like we took a buy. There was some support down in this area here. So that's looking pretty favorable for US30. We'll see if we're going to push up and get actually get something up there. So this is what live trading looks like with our system. And so one of the things we emphasize, if you are a user of our system, is sometimes just to let the system run. If you have your risk tolerances set in here, you don't have to stare at a screen all day. I'm doing it for these purposes because I want to be able to capture some moves in the system to see how it's actually handling trades. But it's not necessary. The reason we designed and created this system is to give traders or potential investors, those kinds of things, opportunities to take advantage of opportunities in this market without having to spend your time here. So right now we've made a little over $200 or so today. That could be pretty good profits. But again, it's relative to this size of an account. I think I've got another one. I don't know if this one is in some trades. Okay, yeah, this is another account that we're trading, and it has a few. It's a little bit smaller account, and looks like we're in a similar. We're running the same US30 strategy over on this one. Let's see, take profit area is around 36. 553 is the first one. What was it on this one? 36, 506, and 5. Okay, so the TPs are slightly different, but we're running that same strategy on that one. We are not trading gold on this one. I think my gold settings are either turned off or we're just not trading gold. Let's see. Okay, yeah, they're turned off on here. So I'm not trading gold today on that particular account. Or on this account at all. I don't think I set this one up to trade gold. The charts are on here, but I'm not really looking at that one. So let's see where we're on this account. I think this one is, so this account right here for today is slightly in the hole, about $70, $76. Looks like we've only been trading US30. So, yeah. Okay. All right, let's go back here. So we're floating a little bit better. So US30 is still kind of dancing with us. It looks like gold has maybe picked back up a little bit in our favor. Yeah, gold is falling back down a little bit more. And so I want to see where our take profit area is here for gold. Again, right around this 1976, 77, something like that area. We're going to see if the gold's going to push down to this area and get us take us to the promised land goal of trading. So right now we're in profit on US30 and gold. Some of these gold sales, the latter ones that we took down here, we're still in the negative on that. But, so today is what, Tuesday? Today's Tuesday. So we got about another 15 minutes that I'm going to trade and let this thing run. I mean, our system's going to keep running, but I'm probably going to end this recording after about that time. Just I don't want to make this so ridiculously long. But again, I do want to show these are the capabilities of our system to trade, to take profits, set targets, set exits, and those kinds of things. So hopefully we're doing. Let me go and see when is US30 going to hit our TP. First TP over this one is 506. Right now the price is 470, so not quite there. Trying to see which of these is going to hit, hopefully hit our take profit targets first. Let's go back to US30. Hopefully US30. US30 tends to move very quickly. And so we may get a chance to see this one take our profits here. If it does, let me turn my dashboard on to see what percent profit. So right now we're about just under 1% for today, 0.7. So on this US30 here, so this is a again, I mentioned a kind of a scalping, very quick design strategy. It's got a lot of different technical things that it's reading in here on US30. And so what I'm expecting is we may, if the market does push up and hit our take profit here. So we have 3 different entries. So they can each be managed separately. That's what our system does every time we take a trade. But I'm expecting on this particular strategy is looking for, it's measuring the momentum of the market to see, are we looking like we're going to stay in that direction, or are we going the other way, or what? So if we push up and hit this take profit target, the point I want to make there is it'll automatically close one of these positions. The stop loss is down here. When it does that, if we get that close, it'll close one of these 3, whichever one the take profit is closest. Let's see, that's the 506. So we have a 506, a 596, and then a TP at just some real high number or something. I'm not sure why that TP is there, but it's pretty much an open TP. It's just saying, hey, just let the market run as long as it wants to run. So if we hit that take profit target, this one is going to close, and then the stop loss on one of these other 2, depending on which one it measured to be number 2 or 3, the stop loss is going to move to break even. So our entry here was 36,425. The stop loss on it'll be 2 remaining trades. The stop loss on one is going to move to break even, and it's going to leave the stop loss on the other here. So hopefully US30 is going to be nice to us, and we'll get to see this push up here. But after that, then the system is going to be looking to see if we can protect those profits. And so if the market pushes up significantly more, it's probably just going to close out and get us out of there. But let's see if we're going to get these profits US30. And so this is a 5-minute. Yeah, these are 5-minute candles that we're looking at right now. Okay, Dirty 30. Let's get us up here. Let me, while I'm looking at this, see, this was a big drop down here. So we could just be coming back to retest this area. Let me go to the lower time frame here and see. Yeah, I was looking to see if something like this happened, if we created a resistance area again here. If we don't push past this resistance area here, US30 could fall back because it could have just been coming to retest this. And, that trade may not hold, but we'll see. Looked like it just disappeared. I'd love to see it push up and hit our take profit target area, but at the same time, just for the purposes of time that we have here, I may use some of our dashboard settings here. I may get out of this US30 trade because it's looking like it wants to push up, but it's been too much market resistance. Let me go to like the hourly time frame here. Yeah, we had this huge bear zone here, resistance zone that was created on the hourly earlier today, and so we're going to have to push up into that zone to hit our profit target, which may or may not happen. But if it gets pretty close there and does not hit it, I may just take our profits for the purposes of today. Normally, I may let it run or something, but and kind of featuring what our system does here, I may want to close that out today. So the price is at 494. We're trying to get to 506. Are we going to cross 36,500 US30, or is this resistance area going to hold? We're already kind of bouncing back and forth on some other things. Look like gold. Yeah, gold dropped back again. So while we're watching US30, looks like gold pushed back up on us. Okay. But I mean, the market does this all day, every day, so I'm not overly concerned with that. I really want to see us hit our profit targets. We're almost there. Excuse me. Okay. We're just a few points away from hitting this target here. And again, I've seen the market do this numerous times, get very close to a profit target and barely miss it. But I think we're going to hit it today. We've got to get to 506. The price is 502, 500. So we get to 506 again. This one is going to close, and the stop loss on the others is going to move up. We should see this line move up to here to break even. And so that protects our trade from any further losses there. All right, US30, just a few points. This is doing this. I want to look at one of the settings here on US30 for a quick second and see what did I have. Okay, yeah. I know what number I had set for this. So that would have been approximately, we came at 36,426 and 36,506. That's the profit target. Okay. So that was roughly $80 or something that we're looking for. Okay, but we're kind of stalling out right here. So if it's the time of the morning, the market's been open almost an hour now. And US30 is kind of stalling, just trying to see if it wants to break above this 36,500 level or not. then I'd love to see it do it. But if it does not, I'm going to take my profits and get out of here, you know, because I happen to be watching it today. This is what I need to be 36,506 to close out. It looks super close. Okay, so it did. Okay, so we hit that profit target there. So we'll give this just a second. So we close out the first one. And let's see if in this mode, I'm pretty sure in this mode, my TPs are going to move. So it should move just right after this. If I have that mode turned on, I'm pretty sure I do, but normal mode, that's what's happening. Okay, so we did hit that first profit target there. And now gold is pushed, is pulled back against us right now. Okay, so maybe US30 is going to keep going up, 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 up. And again, I'm not sure why we didn't move our stop losses here. I may or may not have that setting on here. Let me see. Okay, no. Okay, I have that turned false on this one. So maybe that's why that didn't do it. We have the option to move the stop losses or not move them. And so looks like I may have had it turned off on this one. I'm trading several different accounts, so some of the settings are slightly different on that one. But nonetheless, um, so let's look at this and let's just say in a case where there I didn't have that set to do it automatically. But if I wanted to do it anyway, right now we've made profit on this US30 trade. There's no way I'm going to allow this trade to come all the way back down and we take a loss on this. So I want to just move my stop losses to break even. If I choose to do that, I can just do it through my dashboard and just tell it to break even here. And so when I do that, it's going to automatically move these stop losses up to this point. Let's do that. So break even US30. Okay. It moved them up to here. So now we have one TP target already hit. The second TP target is here. Hopefully we push up and we hit that second TP target. If not, the trade is protected down in this area. So if the market does pull back, we may not make anything else, but we won't lose on that trade. But in this case, we've already made these trades are floating $150 or so. I'd want to secure those trades there. So I'm going to keep my eye on that. Let me go and see what is going on with gold, because gold can't decide whether it wants to sell or buy. So it looked like it just pushed back up a little bit. Oh, let me go to my other account where we had the US30 and see if that one. Okay, the take profits on that one were 36,553. So we did not quite hit the take profit on that one. Okay. So one of these, the other account, looked like it traded US30 a little bit earlier. Again, the settings that we're using on these are slightly different. And, so how aggressive the strategy is a little different. So this one has not hit its first take profit target yet. So we've got to get to 553 before we hit profit on that one. Okay, so we are floating a little bit of profit. This was the one I said we were kind of in the negative on that account for today. So we're really just getting to recovery on this one. I don't think we're doing anything on this account. This one we're trading German 40. Let's look at German 40 and see what are we in a sell. We're in a sell. This is another account. We just started this one today. I'm trying to run a couple of different strategies on some of these indices because, again, these are kind of high moving pairs, fast moving pairs, I should say. And so I think on this one, we're trading US30 and German 30, but we're only trading certain times. That's what it is. So actually it's German 40. Now it used to be German 30. I'm so used to saying that. Let's see, what time am I trading this one? Okay, so no, I don't have my trade times on. So that's why we're doing this German 40. We picked this one up because it's trading pretty much any time. But let me go back here. This is the main one I want to keep watch of because it's almost time for me to tune out of here. But I wanted to see if we were going to get some pretty good things here on my goal today. I would have liked to have made at least $500 on this account today. Right now, we're still holding this NAS 100 sell. Stop losses up here. US 30, we've already hit one profit target and hopefully on our way to the next profit targets. And then gold, we're still just kind of holding in here. We haven't hit a profit target yet on gold. So for gold, we're in a trend 1, a trend 2, and a swing. All three of those are indicating sell on gold. Okay. All right. So I'm going to have to wrap this up for now. I just wanted to, kind of show how our system is running and doing these things pretty much on its own. And so we'll see what kind of results we get. I may get a chance to post, today's results in one of our chat channels or something on our Telegram channel. So if you're seeing this video, hopefully if it's on YouTube, please subscribe to our channel, like this video, hit the notification bell as we do these kind of updates. We'll post these kind of videos just so you guys can kind of see how the system is doing and also be able to look at some of the technical analysis tools. Take a look at some of our other videos. We've done videos on some tools that you can use on your own, whether you have an automated system like this one or not. There's some tools that you can use. We did a video on the Fibonacci. We've got a couple other videos we'll be posting on some technical tools that's going to help you learn about how to read these markets. Reading these markets is pretty much just like learning a new language. If you haven't learned a foreign language or something and people are standing around you talking, having a conversation, you're just oblivious to what they're saying. You have no idea what they're talking about, but they do. And so these markets are just financial markets. These indicators, these charts, these patterns, these candles, all these kinds of things are pretty much, speaking a language. And so our goal is to help you understand that language and understand how to navigate these financial systems. And so we have just regular learning aids and materials that we endeavor to try to give you some education on. And we have tools like this that you can use yourself to navigate in these markets until you get a better understanding or something that can just run kind of passively for you as you go about your day. Okay. All right. So appreciate you guys. Please, again, subscribe to our channel. Send us some notices. You can contact us through our Telegram channel. We should have that posted in the links below. And please send us a message or something here if there's something particular that you want to see us highlight or kind of discuss any kind of technical tools or any questions, we'd love to answer those. Okay. Thank you much. Y'all have a blessed day.